Yeah, day to day. We haven't practiced yet, so we'll see where it goes.
Do you expect them to practice today?
If anything, limited work with the trainers.
How about Orlando?
Same. We'll just take it day to day and see where it goes.
Are you probably maybe inclined to be more cautious with Orlando, given that it's kind of it flared up in the middle of the game last week?
I think each week's a little bit different, and so we'll see where the week goes with us.
What's been have you met with the team this morning? If you did, what's the big message or something you want to convey on how y'all want to practice throughout this week?
Yeah, same as usual. Let's have great energy and attention to detail and put our best foot forward.
But have the Raiders shown that they do particularly well? I mean, I know the record is what it is, but they beat the Ravens, played the Chiefs pretty close. So what stands out about the Raiders?
What's killed them is their turnovers, and so when you're at the bottom of the league, obviously that takes a lot of possessions away from you. Some of them have been for touchdowns, so they've provided points for the other team. So, again, once you eliminate that, you can see where the offense can really move the ball and affect you. And defensively, they play really hard. They're led by Max Crosby. He shows up all over the tape. They got a lot of guys that play with similar effort to him as well. And so you can really see that on the tape from the defense. They do a good job, believing in what they're doing, and create a lot of issues for the offense. And so it's a good football team. I know the record is what the record is, but that's not what the tape shows. And similar to how we feel in a lot of areas about our team. And so, again, it's going to be a tough test for us.
How would you compare Max Crosby to some of the other edge rushers you face, especially in the division?
Tops. They're all up there in the tops. So he's in that conversation with all those guys, and somebody you certainly have to be aware of on every snap.
He seems to be equally disruptive in the run game.
Yeah.
He'll wreck that one.
Yeah, he doesn't take any plays off. He plays as close to 100% as you're going to see from a guy in terms of snap counts. And, as a problem in the run game, problem in the pass game, gives tremendous effort. You got a lot of respect for how he plays the game and the effect he has on his team, and his overall approach is impressive.
What stands out about Gardner Minshew?
Played a lot of football. He's always been a guy that can get in a really good rhythm and get after you. And so confident, can buy some time with his feet, can throw on the move, can also get into a great rhythm and be a good rhythm passer as well. So played a lot of football. We played him before. He's had success. And so, again, he can be dangerous for him.
Is there anything Jermaine did specifically during the game on Sunday that you guys said, yeah, he seems to be progressing? Is there any specific?
Yeah, he can separate and he can catch the football. And so, again, that go route he ran was a nice job. He won quickly and got over the top and was able to stack him and secure it for a big play. It gave us a lot of momentum there. At that point, it was 2nd and 10, so that was a big play in that drive. And so, again, his opportunities will continue to increase, and I like where Jermaine's headed. We got confidence in him, and again, I think he's getting more comfortable every single week and trying to make the most of his opportunities. So I'm excited to see where he goes.
Zac, you guys obviously took a couple tight ends in the draft, so in the evaluation process of tight ends, how much did you run across Brock Bowers' tape, and what impressed you in college and what impresses you now?
Yeah, really tough. Turns into a running back when he's got the ball in his hands. So not only does he have tremendous quickness and ability to separate, but once he secures the ball, he's really difficult to bring down. Similar to Jamar in that sense, that once he's got the ball, he's usually not going down on first contact and thinks he's going to score on every single play. That's really what you see from him. I think he's really progressed in the run game as well. He's physical, he's willing. And, again, so it's not shocking to see the production that he's having right now. They're obviously getting him the ball. He's making the most of it. He's a big source of energy on their offense and something we got to be aware of.
Is he lining up all over the place? Do they utilize?
Yeah, they do a good job just getting the ball in his hands, similar to what Georgia did. Just found ways to get it to him quickly, let him get down the field, and let him do the rest, and he's done a good job of that.
Given the expectations y'all had going into the year, have you sensed any heightened pressure or tension in order to kind of meet those expectations internally? What's kind of been that approach given kind of where y'all thought y'all could be by the end of the year?
I think when you're in this league, you've got an urgency to win every single week, and so you always feel that. That's part of this profession. That's what I love about it. Is it's important. It matters. You got to work hard. You got to earn it. Nothing's ever going to be given to you, and so everything we get going forward, we will have earned.
How do you feel like this group particularly, because every year is unique, has handled the expectations that have been built, given the success you've had over the last few years?
I think we just take it week to week, and so, again, we have our own expectations every single week. It's disappointing when you don't win the game. The best remedy for that is to have a great week and go find a win and then create some momentum.
Going back to Sunday, can you break down what you saw in the 3rd and 22 conversion
Yeah, soft. You know, we didn't get enough. Oh, I'm sorry, other way around. I was going to answer a different question for you, Charlie. Really good job by Joe buying time there. So the initial part of the progression, it's 3rd and 22, obviously, so it's going to be difficult to convert there. So what Joe really recognized was I got to buy some time to allow people to maybe uncover and get down the field. I don't have a lot of great 3rd and 22 calls that are going to get us 25 yards down the field. So played off the protection. Gesicki initially was expecting the ball, and then Joe kind of let the rush get to him on the perimeter before dumping it over. And then Mike got us, really +1 from what we needed to get. So really good job extending that drive. Good awareness. Good scramble rules by everybody. We had guys getting across the field, deep, shallow. I can't remember who was on our near sidelines, was trying to push vertical. So guys really did a good job, kind of what we preach, throughout the season with our scramble rules, and it showed up in a big way there.
I'm sure there's plenty of blame to go around in the run game over the past month or so. What's the message been in general, or the mindset from offensive line and running backs to coaches?
Overall, everyone's got to be more detailed. So, sometimes it can be a half second, getting to your responsibility. It can be a little more physical at the point of attack, doing a better job cutting off on the backside, hitting the hole exactly how it needs to be done, motion timing. So, again, we're being really hard on everything to make sure that no detail is left uncovered so that we can be better going forward and let that be a better part of our game.
Is it fair to say it's fixable for the most part?
Absolutely. I mean, it's the difficult part about that last game is we had 4 really good possessions, and then the 4th and 1 didn't go our way, and then I think we had 3 real plays after that. And so you didn't get a chance to commit to it further. And that's something we need to find a way to be able to do, and that starts with me.
How cognizant are you of that if, this game doesn't go the way you wanted, the margin for error to go to the postseason slips a little bit more? I mean, how cognizant
Yeah.
is that?
I don't know how many times I can say we're just focused on this game and trying to find a win to create some momentum for ourselves.
With that said, there is a lot of talk out there about the margin for error for this team, and you have reiterated that the message remains the same every week. What makes you confident that the guys in the locker room can keep that message front of mind when there is so much noise around?
Yeah, just the quality of people we have in there. So when you believe in the coaches and you believe in the players doing it, there's always a way that you can find, and I'm confident this team can find a way to do that. And so when you're in there every day in the meeting rooms and at practice, it just takes. We lost some close games. This was the least close game that we've lost. I don't really feel like it was what the score indicated. It got away from us there at the very end on those last couple plays. And so again, these guys still believe that we're right there on the fringe, and we just got to stick with it. We haven't played half our games yet, so there's going to be a lot of opportunity left. And I think when guys understand that opportunity and what's in front of us, the opponents we're going to have to play well against, to find a way to get in, these guys still believe in it, and so it gives me a lot of confidence being around them.
Zach, 2-part question. Regarding the trade deadline, when you see other teams make deals, I assume you pay attention. Do you have any reaction?
I'm aware of it. It doesn't affect me in any way. It's just we focus on what we're doing, and that's really all. I know I love this time of year because I get a lot of trade deadline questions, and it's just on the peripheral. We're so focused on the Raiders and finding a way to win, and if ever there's a time personnel comes to my office and asks me a question, then great. But in the meantime, we just focus on Las Vegas.
That was going to be my follow-up is what percentage of your time, if there's much at all, dedicated to talking with the front office and keeping up to date?
All the time, several times a week. I think it's as good of a relationship as you can have in terms of the communication with Duke and the other scouts. And so again, it's when you got a really good relationship, you trust each other. The communication doesn't have to be every day. It can be through text, through call, through popping down in the office. So we're on the same page there, which is good.
And that goes all the way up to the top of the organization.
Yeah, I really truly think we do as good of a job as anywhere in terms of the overall communication and the day-to-day interaction, and so that's really good communication on that end.
I know Max gets a lot of the headlines on that defense. How would you describe Nate Hobbs and what he does for them?
Yeah, really athletic. I feel like we've been playing against him a few years ago when we were playing them. So good job, good athleticism. Is doing a really good job being a big part of that defense, and can be a factor there playing nickel.
Going back, I don't know if he played. I think he played in that 21 game. I'm not 100% sure. It's a long time ago. But going back to that season, how much that win in Vegas that weekend maybe provide a springboard for what y'all want to do that season?
I think you can always look at points in seasons where you got a big win that for whatever reason propelled you forward and gave you some added confidence and some momentum. And I think we've kind of talked about momentum before and confidence. And there's certainly moments that you can have at the midpoint of the season that tells you who you are. I can remember that same season. We had that momentum, and then we lost 2 in a row to San Fran and to the Chargers. And I'm sure the narrative was, we're toast. And so I think that's where we've got confidence that you just take it one game at a time and find ways to create that win and get that feeling back in your system and then go from there.
Is this always going to be a special opponent for you, given kind of the history you have with them getting the playoff win in 21 that kind of sparked that run?
Until you said that, I hadn't really thought that. Obviously, there's moments that will forever live with us, from that game. But the faces change, and you play the same team over and over again, and so I don't really feel that way.
Defensively, Pratt and Wilson are just getting it done at an elite level. Talk a little bit about just their. It seems like they're just at a different level this year because obviously they're making a tremendous amount of tackles.
We need production from them and from everybody, and a lot of times the backers, they got to be on top of the communication. They got to be there at the point of attack. A lot like tight ends, they're a big part of the run and the pass. And so, again, those are 2 guys. Jermaine's the captain. I look at Logan as a captain. 2 guys that we depend on to continue to lead us.
Zach, in your 1 year at UC and then your other stops in the NFL, did you
Oh,
have
boy.
much interaction with Marvin Lewis?
No, not a lot. Always really liked in the limited interactions I've had. Ton of respect for him. He did such a great job for such a long time, and it's I know he's in Vegas now, and we'll love to say hello to him. Again, all the respect in the world for him, and he's always treated me really well in the 3 or 4 interactions we've had over the years.
With T in Orlando, does it factor into the equation at all that next week's a short week and a division opponent as to whether they play this week?
We always factor it in. Again, I think we'll just know more here in these next couple of days of what the overall picture is for this week or beyond. And so, again, it's too early for me to really make a decision on where that's going to head. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Zach.